So I did an interview, man, with Jewell, and she pretty much confirmed that she did give you fellatio back in the day when y'all was on death row. But she said she
She
had
did.
no idea that she was underage, and she said that you had a fake ID back then. Is that true?
I seen the whole fake ID thing. Uh, I've never owned a fake ID. Um, I'm glad she admitted, I guess, you know what I mean, to what it was, because I wasn't lying. I mean, I guess, a lot of people was mad on how I said it, and then they tried to call her Jewell Kelly. You know what I mean? I ain't mean no harm by that. Like, I was just bragging. Like, anybody that know Death Row and have heard any of her interviews, it's a thing that she boasts on and that she say the Jewell experience. And I was just kind of, happy talking and saying it. You know what I mean? And I meant every word that I said about it. As far as having a fake ID, like if that's the story we want to stick with so that it doesn't sound like Jewell Kelly, I guess if that's what you want to say, okay. But I've never had a fake ID ever in my life, ever. And at that time, being in the music business, it really wasn't a thing of lying saying that you're older in the music business. So if I said I was 18, I was 17, so to say. So I wouldn't have lied and said, oh, he got a 21-year-old. No, she rented me a car. And I was a minor driving a car without license. And she came and got me out of jail. So I would imagine she's seen some of the paperwork. But Jewell's cool. We talk a little bit. She hit me on the inbox. It's entertaining. You know what I mean? As far as like, you know what I mean? Like a lot of people, like when I seen some of the interviews, they was like, oh man, she just checked him and she a real motherfucker and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And she told his ass, like, I don't take any of that. I get so many threats online from me telling the truth. I get so many threats from me sharing just my story. So I'm not really worried about, what she said. I respect her as a lady. Again, I ain't apologizing no more. You know what I'm saying? Because it is what it is. I said the shit, and sorry that it was distasteful because I got sisters. I have a daughter. You know what I mean? So I want to be respectful for her kids, but she get on there and say that the Jewell experience, and I said exactly what it was. It was great. It was the best. And I say that shit again. So sorry, everybody mad at me because I was underage or whatever it was, but I wasn't on no less tell, the whole underage thing. If that's the case, like shit, let's really talk. It wouldn't be Jewell I'll be talking about. I mean, all of us say things in these interviews that I'm sure the next person would feel, is an insult or disrespect. It's an interview, but it's the truth. So, I seen some shit on there that she said about a couple people. I'm sure some of them got mad. But who cares? Like, and I enjoy seeing all of the comments on Art of Dialogue. Like, that shit funny as hell.
So back then, did females think you was a adult back then? Did they think you was like over 18?
Everybody did. I mean, I was hanging around all these dudes. And shit, I was looking just as old as them. I was wearing them old ass suits. And dressing like the guys that I was around. And so I'm sure everybody probably thought just like, you know what I mean? Like today, a lot of people probably thought that I was older. Or, I don't think that was a big thing. Like in the industry, I can't, shit, Bow Wow been in clubs since he was about 8, 9 years old. Like, you know what I mean? It ain't like you give Bow Wow, give me your ID. It's what come along with the business. And people don't really be like, let me see your ID. Did your mama sign your trip slip? I was living in LA, so I was living a grown man life. I had my daughter mom was there with me, and everybody knew that I had a child. So if they didn't know that I was grown, I was living like an adult.
So with that being said, Mary J Blige, she didn't know you was underage then, right?
Did we sit down and be like, how old are you? No. But shit, I mean, don't when you look at somebody, shit, and then a motherfucker see me in Jewell video, they was making fun of me in the motherfucker. Didn't I look 17 in Jewell video? So I don't know. Again, I don't think that was a thing. That was discussed. I don't recall her really discussing that with me, and it wasn't. She ain't know me like that. Like, you know what I mean? She knew I was around these dudes, and you know, for what we did, it wasn't no little boy shit that we was doing. So, you know how many people can say that? You know what I mean? And shit. Okay, put 5 more years on it if you just want to. Whatever the hell. I was just happy to say that. You know what I mean? A person that everybody else look up to. I grew up to Mary J Blige music. You know what I mean? And she is the queen of R&B. So you know, no disrespect intended, but everybody, man, if I was a rapper, they talk about all of the, you know, people they done slept with. Shit, I'm just not a rapper. And then everybody intensified because, you know, my sexuality now. Like, it was why are you gay now? Like, I seen some comments, you gay now. Why even bring it up? Shut up. Just to let you know that I ain't always been gay. Just to let you know, if you care. Or if it's your business, I don't care about, like, what nobody else think. No. A lot of people that a lot of these dudes kissing, I mean, a lot of people, a lot of these, the girls that these dudes kissing on and fucking on, you know, they been fucked before. I just put myself like, hey, me too. Like, damn. That's it. So, for those that got mad, and I said again, like, a lot of people wish that they could say that. If they could say that, they'll tweet it. They would have pictures if it was today. They would be putting it on Instagram and they would be putting it on Snapchat. So, it was a Snapchat moment for me. I was going back in the story and reposting some shit that I had done. And Mary was one of them.